You're listening to English Level Up, the channel that makes English learning clear, real, and enjoyable. The train station smelled like coffee and cold air. People rushed past me, pulling suitcases, checking phones, calling names. Screens above the platforms flashed times and destinations. Some trains were delayed. Some were already gone. Mine was the last train of the year. I stood near the edge of the platform, holding a small backpack. Inside it were clothes, a book I never finished, and a gift I wasn't sure I should give. I kept checking the time. 11:43. 7 minutes left. I wasn't going home for the new year. This year, home felt too heavy. My parents meant well, but every question turned into pressure. About work. About money. About what I was doing with my life. So I decided to leave the city instead. As I stepped forward, my phone buzzed. An unknown number. "Is this Emma?" the message asked. "Yes," I replied. "This is Daniel. I think I have something that belongs to you." I frowned and typed back. "Sorry, I don't know you." A moment later, another message came. "You dropped a wallet near the bookstore on Pine Street." My heart sank. I quickly checked my bag. The wallet was gone. "I'm at Central Station," I typed. "My train leaves in minutes." "So does mine," he replied. "Platform 6. I looked up. Platform 6 was across the station. I hesitated. If I move now, I might miss my train. But without my wallet, leaving felt impossible. I ran. People shouted as I passed them. My shoes slipped slightly on the floor. When I reached Platform 6, I saw a man holding a small brown wallet, looking around nervously. "That's mine," I said, out of breath. He smiled with relief. "I'm glad I found you." We both looked at the screen above us. Train delayed. 15 minutes. I laughed without thinking. "I guess the year doesn't want us to rush." He laughed too. "Looks like it." We sat on a bench, a little distance between us. Fireworks popped outside the station, soft sounds through thick glass. "Where are you going?" he asked. "North," I said. "I just needed space." He nodded. "I get that." We talked about small things. Bad jobs. Quiet dreams. New Year resolutions we no longer made. At some point, he said, I stopped believing that a new year fixes things. I thought about that. Maybe it doesn't fix things, but it can give you a pause. The clock hit midnight. People in the station cheered. Someone hugged a stranger. Someone cried. Someone stood alone, smiling at nothing. "Happy New Year," Daniel said. "Happy New Year," I replied. The train finally arrived. As we stood up, I reached into my bag and pulled out the gift. It was small and wrapped in plain paper. "I was going to give this to someone else," I said. "But I think I want to give it to you." He looked surprised. "Are you sure?" I nodded. "Some things are better shared." He took it carefully. "Then I hope our trains cross again someday." I watched him walk away. This year didn't start with answers, but it started with a moment I didn't plan. And somehow that felt enough. Hello, everyone. Now let's slow down and learn some useful English from today's story. Don't worry. We'll take it step by step. Point 1. Using mine naturally. In the story, there is a sentence. Mine was the last train of the year. Here, the word mine replaces a noun. Instead of saying the train I was taking was the last train, English speakers often say mine was the last train. It sounds shorter, cleaner, and more natural. You can use mine when the listener already knows what you are talking about. Point 2. Soft uncertainty with I wasn't sure I should. Listen to this part from the story. A gift I wasn't sure I should give. This sentence shows gentle hesitation. I wasn't sure I should is a very common way to talk about doubt in English. It sounds calm and honest, not dramatic. You can use it when talking about feelings, choices, or relationships. Point 3. Expressing emotion with my heart sank. In the story, the narrator says, "My heart sank." This does not mean something physical. It means you suddenly feel worried, nervous, or disappointed. English often uses body words to describe emotions. This expression is very natural in daily English and storytelling. Point 4. Showing a pause with one word. There is a very short but powerful sentence. I hesitated. This single word shows a moment of thinking. It tells us the character is unsure and feels pressure inside. In English, one verb can show a whole emotional moment. You don't always need a long explanation. Point 5. I get that simple understanding. Later in the story, someone says, I get that. This means I understand how you feel. It is friendly, casual, and very common in spoken English. It sounds warmer than saying I understand. Point 6. Talking about change over time. Listen to this sentence. At some point, I stopped believing that a new year fixes things. At some point means sometime in the past, but not exactly when. It's useful when you want to talk about a slow change in thoughts or feelings. This phrase sounds reflective and natural. Point 7. Quiet emotional endings. At the end of the story, we hear, and somehow that felt enough. This sentence is short, but emotional. English does not always need big or complex words. Sometimes, simple sentences feel deeper and more real. This kind of ending sounds calm and mature. That's all for today. Try listening to these sentences again and feel how natural English sounds when it stays simple. You don't need perfect words. You just need honest ones. See you next time. Thank you for watching English Level Up, where your English gets better every day. Like the video, subscribe, and keep learning with us.